called this press conference to announce two more lawsuits that will be filed against Andy Hughes. I'll be filing per se. And I did not want to come to this point. I really didn't. I live here, and I did not want to do anything here where I live at, because I do a lot of things across the country. However, after numerous times, me, Commissioner Curtis Harvey, along with others, Reverend Jones, we thank God, and I humbly thank God for the president of the IMALC, Reverend Dillard being here, along with other ministers and all. And we just was asking for permission to go in and minister to our members. Even if you don't give us access to the others, then we should have access to our own members according to the Alabama Constitution, 1901 Constitution, and the Amendment 622 of the Religious Freedom Amendment Act. And so we'll be filing these lawsuits. I have tried numerous times to talk to the sheriff upon this point, to no avail. We have also learned throughout the last year, and me doing this investigation, that the sheriff's department has denied over 15 different people that have asked them for me to come down and be their pastor. They have received requests back, some of them stating that I'm not of their religion, and if they're Christians, I'm a Christian. I have two doctrines, a doctrine of theology and a doctrine of divinity, so I don't know where that came from. And also, some of them have been told that they cannot get a pastor on their visitation list until next January, or a time that they have set. This totally violates the Alabama Constitution as well as the federal law on the Alabama Religion of Freedom Act for federal and Alabama state law. Yes, sir.
Why wait until the day before the election?
Well, actually, I was waiting on approval from Alabama. We could have did it with the federal. We didn't have, I just got off the phone with the Attorney General's office asking them about the amendment. We was waiting, actually, for the approval for Alabama, because each state goes through their own laws federally, and I kept trying to resolve the issue.
I spoke to Andy Hughes, and I'm sure all of them. In addition to you being a convicted felon, and that's policy not to let convicted felons step foot inside the county jail. So is your lawsuit challenging the policy? Is that what it is?
My lawsuit is going to be challenging the policy, as well as what you just said about me preaching politics. It was declared by Judge Keith Watkins, in 2008. He asked me 3 things when I went in there and won the lawsuit against the state of Alabama for ex-felon voters' rights. And he asked me 3 things. Is it in your 501c3? I said, yes, sir. He said, is it in your incorporation? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, is it in your bylaws? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, that's that man's ministry. Y'all can't stop it. So I don't know why a federal judge declared it my ministry, and Andy Hughes would say I'm preaching politics. I'm telling people about their right to vote because no one was informed. And I think in the Constitution of the United States, everyone has the right to be informed. So I informed them that I won the lawsuit and that certain felons did have the right to vote. That's not preaching politics, that's telling people their rights.
Anybody else got anything?
Any other questions? All right, I'd love to introduce Reverend Dillard, president of the IMALC.
I just want to say that I have an interest in it because I am a preacher.
Bring the mic down.
I just want to say that we have an interest in it because I am a preacher. And the other thing is I'm the president of the IMLC. So we don't believe in convicting people or anything on politics and sports. But you have to do this job, what you have to do. That's all it is.
Well, I also was asked to be here as well. I'm also in ministry, and it does take effect on people that is part of your congregation, that you're not being allowed to, even just like Professor Glasgow was saying, that even if you're not a part of any particular congregation, why not be able to see those that are part of your congregation? If it's against the Alabama Amendment Act, then therefore those particular people should have that choice to see their spiritual guidance with their spiritual leadership. It's not asking that I was here, under the leadership of my pastor, of being here with the fact that he's been down there on numerous occasions trying to see one of our members, and then they're telling him that he has to be on his visitation list. That, to me, that is ludicrous. For someone to have to, go through different channels of being a part of having to make the issue plain about what congregation that you belong to. If it's by choice that, being in the county, they make you go through religious, you have the opportunity to sit in on religious services at the county, but they're not allowing their preachers to come in and talk to you. That's not right.
So if non-denominational services is fair?
Well, no, I'm not saying it's not fair, but I'm saying, if you are affiliated with a congregation, why can't that pastor of that congregation see his members? Because if they're giving religious services there anyway, why can't they see their own pastor? They're only getting 15-20 minutes of the visitation time anyway, but they're giving an hour for the in-house services. So therefore, that to me, that's not right.
Let me ask you this question. And to answer your question about ex-felon, it has been nationally proven. I think they are 98% nationally. I talked to Congressman Danny Davis, who's over the Second Chance Act, and it has been nationally proven that any ex-felon ran and led program supersedes other programs in its rates of rehabilitation, restoration, and helping people get on the right path. Because an ex-felon can actually speak the language and lingo of an ex-felon. And so I'm trying to figure out why would me being an ex-felon make a difference after I got 2 doctorates since I've been incarcerated in the past 10 years. Are we declaring ex-felons as different people? And plus, the other issue is, when we're going in there with our programs and we're going in there helping people, any law enforcement should be behind it because it's enhancing public safety. It's enhancing harm reduction. And it's helping the citizens of Houston County for us to go in there. And by being an ex-felon, thank God, because I'm living proof that a pastor coming in to see you may change your life.
Where'd you get your degree from?
I got my degrees from Bethany, right here in Dothan, Alabama, and AP Clay Theological College. And also right now we have an opening situation for Liberty Theological School, which is headed by Chaplain Steve Walker, who's the head chaplain of the Department of Corrections. I'm also a state chaplain for the Department of Corrections.
Say that one more time, you're a state chaplain?
Yes, sir. I'm also a state chaplain for the Department of Corrections. Yes, sir. So if I'm gonna go, I could go in any prison throughout the state of Alabama, and how you gonna deny me access to a jail where you got state inmates? One more question.
Last one.
Yes, sir.
I kind of asked it before.
Yes, sir.
But so you don't preach politics in jail?
I've never preached
that's
politics.
What I understand. I'm trying to get down to
I never preached politics. I never went inside a jail and told anybody, go vote for this one and go vote for that one. That's preaching politics.
But aren't you pushing the whole
I have
getting
told
someone to vote?
I have told people that you have the right to vote because I won that right as an ex-felon, and the only thing you have to do is ask a request for your right to vote if you did not know that and inform me. I have that right. It's in a lawsuit by Judge Keith Watkins toward the Department of Corrections, and it gave me the right throughout the state of Alabama to go inside any prison facility or jail-like prison facility, and I could state that, yes, you do have that right. That's not preaching politics. That's people's constitutional right. Thank you.